Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. I won't introduce him again, but that poor sod over there who can't stop laughing, that's Kevin with no sleep. All right, so we during the break took a couple of moments longer, can't say much more than that, to discover a plan, to figure out what we're gonna do, and we've come up. Oh, I should recap. All right, last episode, we've encountered a fucking fortress castle with presumably cultists in there. So we started with a monastery, which is, a goddamn solid stone building of X height with who knows how many people in there. And we have now discovered a fucking fortress where they're hiding in. And after initial thoughts of letting Thaddeus loose on it, really decided we wouldn't get any information out of the fortress if that happened. There'd be nothing left. We've decided to try to get in by subterfuge. So we're going to... I think the plan at the moment, I'll let them describe it in a minute, is we're going to approach this castle, lie our way in, and once we've done that, see what comes of it. That's the plan. That's the plan. So we were brainstorming some ideas during the break, and I think our current idea is what now?
Put on all the monk clothes that we have and approach the door as if we were from the Earth Cult.
Okay, and what are we going to use as our excuse once we're there? So we're from the Earth Cult and?
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of a good thing.
What's your best guess so far?
It could be something along the lines of the abbess wants to renegotiate something, have a message for your leader. I don't know exactly.
Why don't we just say we're out of work adventurers and no job is too gross?
I like the cult stuff better. No, why? Why would we do that? What do we gain?
If the cults are hostile to each other, then us saying hey we're Earth Cult means they're just going to start shooting us.
Okay. But your backup plan could be we're actually adventurers. Trying to
we were lying. We're just adventurers.
Have you seen any dwarves or goblins anywhere in any of these?
But this is the best part about the cultist robes. They have faceplates. They had those gold faceplates, right?
Like I don't look like a dwarf waddling across the plains with a gold faceplate on.
Does Tim have minor illusion? I might have minor illusion. I could minor illusion you a little bit.
You gonna somehow make him human tight?
I can put. I mean, I can create a static, so it's gonna look a little odd. Maybe it doesn't do a lot of moving.
Wait, I actually have a gnome costume.
So I like.
You also have mantle. You can mantle of inspiration and make yourself look more
glamorous,
tall, maybe.
Yeah, like a goblin who's. Yeah.
An angry goblin. Great.
I don't know. I feel like we missed the joke. I think we should never not record between sessions again. That was a failed attempt. We missed the brilliance of asking for flour and sugar for our bakery.
Right.
And that didn't show. I still think that's the best plan. All right. So we've all agreed. Then we're gonna put Xylo.
Do you want me to ask for flour and sugar as if we're Earth cultists?
I mean, I think you should have it in your repertoire. Inscribe that in your spell book. If that's what I'm saying.
So are we gonna dress up in monk robes and act like we're Earth cultists or not?
Yeah.
And say, why have you summoned us?
We didn't go away.
That's actually a really good one.
Put the onus on them to explain why we're there.
I really like it.
And then they'll have to take us inside to find out who summoned you.
We've received notification from you, and we have come as asked. Now bring us.
What do you need?
Yes.
Okay, so then if they say we didn't summon you, go away. Then what do we? I mean, what's
our abbess has received notification. We demand to see.
We've gotten specific instructions that we were to come here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and we demand to see your leadership to confirm or deny these whatever.
Right.
And then what? But now the next plan is that's part A. We're in.
Once we get in, then I assume we just start murdering everyone.
No, we run around a corner and hide.
Yeah, they'll never suspect it.
We talk to them and find out what's going on with the delegation.
We ask them
using deception.
What kind of fun they have.
Or we get close to the leader, behead him, and then claim that we are now the leaders of
and
the
replace
waterfall.
his head with the head of the dog, and claim that's their new leader.
that's still too soon from the Red Wedding episode. Like
No? Okay.
that'll be too soon for the rest of my life.
All right. So, yes?
So we put on monk costumes, okay?
Yeah.
Adam?
Oh right, okay. So which type?
The
First
monk.
The Sacred Stone monks? Yeah, right.
we
okay.
we have a rolling rack of costumes that we now
So
bring
for
with us.
the shorter versions of you, that's just gonna like droop down, and how are you gonna deal with that?
Clogs.
You gonna
Uh,
hem it? Do some sewing?
Sewing.
What?
Yeah. Who's our
What are you gonna do, guys?
our group
Adam,
sewer?
Because
think this
these are
idea is
built for
great.
humanoids, right? So if someone, like, for example, if Thaddeus puts it on, he's 3 foot short, and it's just gonna like drag behind. Same with Sniven.
Yeah, it's
Could
like a cape.
I, with minor illusion, make it look all right if Sniven was sitting on Thaddeus's shoulders? Like,
You can't do movement is the problem, Steve. So you get a fixed image with minor illusion. That's what I was talking about earlier. So it would be like
No,
it would have no movement whatsoever.
because he can't move. Yeah.
You saw this on a Charlie Brown episode, didn't you?
I actually love this idea. I actually love it. It's so
No, this is totally like Princess Bride.
Okay, so we can.
a goblin on standing on a dwarf, like sitting on a dwarf's shoulders, is totally humanoid height.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Sure.
So
just
we're
under
all-
the robe.
there you
you're,
go.
You're just thinking under the robe with no minor illusion to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah, I'm in.
huh. This is perfect. This is perfect.
All right, and just so we are guessing, how many hit points do you think Stone has? If Thaddeus needs to smite his way in, what do you think we're aiming for? Just a good natural 20 or what?
They're 15-foot thick walls, so it's probably going to take me a few rounds.
You have stonecraft of some sort, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh, detect weakness. Yeah.
Okay,
You
Daddy.
can just
If I kick you with this
persistent.
leg, it means go forward. If I kick you with this leg, it means go backwards.
Okay.
So you're on top. You're gonna be a very tall goblin. Yeah, is that what we're doing?
He's got a faceplate on. He's going to be a tall humanoid with a monk plate on who bends.
Oh
really
right,
at
of
the
course
back.
he's got the mask on, right? Yeah,
Right.
totally.
Right.
Forgot. Of course, that makes much more sense.
And do we have horses?
Yeah, 4 of them. Well,
Why?
3 horses
Why
and
don't
1.
we just? Why don't we just not get off our horses? So it's harder to tell your height, so you can disguise that a little bit with
Okay.
sitting down the horse, and then when
Oh.
we get out the horse, we kill the guards.
Okay, so all conversation is
Done on horseback.
I love how far our plans go, like, and how all of them terminate within 30 seconds with us initiating combat.
They're goddamn fucking dirt cultists. They deserve to be put in the dirt. This is what they're aiming for.
This is that element of surprise that Filthy was talking about being
Correct.
very valuable. You
You-
have to
you
use
realize
it to
we have-
initiate combat as soon as you
In a
reach-
surprising way.
This is a white flag with a blue gauntlet, which is no cult's symbol.
right.
They're probably
These are
faking
not
it.
cultists. These are not cultists.
Alright.
They're
Can my
they're-
owl look in that
They
big
might
room?
be water
Adam,
cultists. We
and
don't
see
know.
what exactly they're doing.
Doesn't
in
look
there
like the water
Which
cult
room?
symbol.
Which
that
room?
they think is fun.
We haven't
You
seen the
said
water
that a
cult
big
symbol.
room, like here, maybe. Oh, doesn't.
But
I think
but
it was that one,
none
maybe.
of
The one
none
that
of-
the owl thought was fun.
Sorry.
You could try and look through, I guess, the arrow slits if you wanted.
Yeah,
None,
the owl will try.
none of the cultists are advertising their location. None of them have any symbols painted on the walls. None of them have any flags flying.
Totally fair. The
None of them
monastery
are
didn't.
doing this. I would bet this is not a cult. They are mercenaries. They are somebody that's been hired to provide transport for this gig. I doubt that they're involved.
All
So
right.
how about we just go to them, go to the front, say, hey, just basically be honest. And just be like, hey, we're looking for the delegation. We want to know if you guys have any information about it.
All right. I say we go in and let Sniven do his thing, and we have no more planning involved.
Done.
Sold. All right.
Let Sniven take the wheel.
Okay. Are you going in as cultist, just cultist robe, or just standard Sniven garb? Just a well-tailored shirt.
I mean, if it was
No
just up
pants.
to Sniven, he would just be honest. So
All right. All right. Let's. I I just when we get Adam, just side note, as we approach the step from outside of bow range and inside of bow range, I'm just gonna hang back slightly from the party.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I love how we had so much planning and it just goes back to no. Well, let's just not.
It's
bother
a
with any of it.
goddamn castle. It's designed
Yeah.
to not be attacked by 4 people.
Right. That's what I was saying from the beginning.
Well, but
I've
castles
got
are
you back, Sniven.
castles are infiltrated, and this is a castle that's being guarded by 4 dudes.
No, 4 dudes are currently on watch.
Right, that's what I mean. It's understaffed.
Presumably,
I
there's
just
more.
saw my owl, by the way, and now Adam's writing something else to me.
All right, well, we're headed that way right
good,
now.
we're wondering.
Okay.
Oh, maybe Adam's not one telling me.
Good. Yeah.
No.
Did my owl stay inside the room, Adam?
You didn't roll any dice.
Oh, I need to roll a dice.
Yeah.
No.
Look how tiny we are.
It saw in the room, but like there was nothing really of interest that it could see. You just kind of so it looks through. I guess I can just reveal this little bit here. It can see this corridor, and it just sees the other arrow slit on the other side.
All right.
All right. So,
So we approach.
Is that a chair that I'm seeing? This thing here?
Yeah.
Ah, they
Okay,
like to
yes.
sit down. No.
These are sitting cult.
yeah.
Okay, so we approach. Do they they notice us? Do they say anything?
So, are you approaching on your own, or
We're approaching as a
with
group
the
on
whole
horses.
group?
We're not moving too quickly. We're kind of at a casual kind of horse pace, not a charge or something like that.
All right.
Our horses are brown.
What do you do?
Just approach until we get within talking distance of them. Do they say anything to us, or should I just start talking to them?
You should be like, hail the castle.
Who is it you're specifically talking? You talking about the guards on the wall?
Well, anyone who would greet us, like they can see us, so I would expect someone to be
Okay.
almost like a delegation type thing, like someone to say something.
If nobody shouts a warning, right up to the door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
if the door's unlocked, we just spent 30 minutes talking about this for no reason.
Right.
All right. I'm just going to make sure because that
we're
might
in
actually be a
range.
portcullis.
And if they don't see us at all, it could be illusions. We can have Thaddeus crowbar it. And then we'll kill what's
Okay, so here we go. Right. The Keep's main entrance features a 2-story gatehouse attached to a round tower. Arrow slits look out onto the ground outside the gate. The gate itself is a double door of thick timbers reinforced by iron bands. Clattering sounds and muffled voices come from inside the gatehouse. Then a human warrior appears at the 2nd-story arrow slit directly over the gates. You can't see much of him, but he wears a leather jerkin and has a black beard. Who are you? What do you want?
Greetings. My name is Snevin. We are here looking for leads on a missing delegation. We have significant reason to expect that you or someone here has some information involving that. Who are you?
My name is Holger. I am in charge of the watch here. You're looking for a delegation, you say?
Yes, Holger.
Can you be a bit more specific?
Well, it's a delegation from Mirabar. It went missing quite a few days ago. And we tracked them down, some of them down. And
To here?
not to here, but some tracks led to here. So we are curious about any information that you have about them.
What kind of tracks, please?
We are concerned that they perhaps got lost and were taken in by your faction to succor and... Sorry,
I'm not here to kill you, Thaddeus says.
carry on.
You have to excuse me, though. I didn't quite catch the name of your organization.
That's right, you didn't. What kind of tracks did you say those were?
Well, I really must insist on finding out some more information about yourself. So,
Roll persuasion.
okay, cool. It's a 20. It's a 20. It's a 20. It's a 20.
Sorry, what is it?
Thanks, I love. What is it? Would you say it's a 20?
It's a 20.
Well, we're a band of sellswords, and basically what we do is we protect the trade routes along the river from other bandits and any monsters that we can get our hands on.
From other bandits? Is he implying he's a bandit?
Well, it
All
seems
the
like
bandits.
we're in the same boat because it appears some form of bandits who ambushed this delegation. I'm curious. Do you work for anyone in particular? Are you under any specific contracts right now?
Yeah, I work for Jolliver Grimjaw. He's in charge of our keep here.
Who the fuck is that?
You just
I'll give you that name. Okay.
okay.
You can enroll. I don't know. You got any like?
See, fun. He's like Oliver, except he's jolly.
Yeah, that's fine. So you mentioned some tracks there.
Yes, some tracks from a significant number of bugbears. We were curious. Do you have any
see
recent
him-
contracts from?
His head like goes away from the slit for a second. 1 minute. You want to roll perception?
Sure.
Yeah. Can we all do that?
Yeah.
Sure. I guess you're all in range. You can hear that there's
My
probably at least
owl is. I'm gonna roll
3
with
or
my
4
owl instead
people
of me.
here
Say that
talking.
again, Adam.
He
Three
says there's at
people
least
that talk?
3 or 4 people having a conversation in this room.
Yeah. I catch the words, as always, is a private message. Lower the ballista 7 degrees. The goblin's rather short.
You can Chuckles can hear essentially like a small conversation of what a bugbear is and if they've ever heard of it. And then a moment later, the guy comes back and goes, "Oh, that's it. That's strange. We've got none of them in here, lad. I've never seen one and fought one of them. You say they came right up to the keep?"
Can we like tell
Yeah.
if he's lying?
Can we insight check the fuck
Yeah.
out of that?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Do you want
All right,
just those
guys.
of us with insight to do that?
Yeah. Please,
Sure.
please do a really good job on that, guys.
That's not me. Not bad.
Yeah, he's absolutely telling the truth and what he believes, everything he's saying.
This like defies reality.
No, it just means you haven't thought enough about it.
You know, we have this problem that there were no bugbears at the monastery where there were bugbears, and there's no bugbears here
You
where.
haven't seen the cartoon? Someone's got a bugbear track stamper, and they're following it around behind them.
Right?
Yeah, just like Snuffleupagus or something. That's exactly.
And
yeah.
a bugbear corpse printer, which they printed a bunch of corpses with.
It's a 3D
Everything
corpse.
is explained.
3D corpse.
You set him up again, Steve. All right.
So dark, Steve.
All right. So I tell the guy just a second, and like basically we have to discuss this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get inside. If they're just what they say they are, there's no reason they won't let us in.
Well, so yeah, maybe say we'd
Just ask for like 1 night's lodge or something like that.
Yeah,
we-
maybe we could meet
and-
Jolliver.
and we're aware that there's bandits along the
Can I have a perception check why these guys are running the fuck around?
Sure.
Okay, do I notice anything about them? Like they're sighting down the bows or anything like that? Arrows knocked?
These two on the top of the wall are not getting ready to fire, but they appear to be, armed and looking at you.
So they don't seem like they're about to attack us, basically.
They're just interested.
Right.
Not a lot happens here.
I might talk to them about the fact that there's bandits on the Karn Road. We would like a night's lodging, and
We would like to meet Jolliver.
maybe we can coordinate our efforts.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I want to meet this leader.
All right, good sir. We, as I've said, since we are sort of in the same boat, maybe we could coordinate efforts. We've been traveling for a while, and we would much appreciate it if we could perhaps stay the night and meet your leader, and we might even be able to share some information that would help you in tracking down further bandits.
What's that, lad? You said you've got a boat?
What?
You're in the same boat? You've got a boat, have you?
Not exactly. We are on the same
Got my
team.
hopes up, you did. That's a shame. We love a good boat here in the keep. Fortunately, there's no room here for you.
Well, but could we at least meet your leader then? Sharing information could be quite useful to both of us.
Just a minute.
This is the runaround that we got at the fucking monastery.
Yeah. Which much more implies that they are not who they say they are.
This is when gargoyles show up.
To the slip. Grimjaw is out at the moment.
All right, I'm gonna cast suggestion,
All right.
and I'm gonna hit him with a suggestion. I'm gonna say, I kind of say this because I'm up by Snibbin. This is loud enough he kind of hears me, but not too much louder than that. I'm not trying to keep it. I think I'm just kind of almost like talking to myself, but he can hear me. And I will suggest it'd probably be easier to get rid of him if you let us. It'd probably be easier for you to get rid of us if you let us in. I don't know. Cast suggestion.
So that's spelled it.
I'll look it for you.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the DC?
15 at this level, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so he fails. So he just has to do.
So
what
you,
said.
as the DM, need to decide if what I've suggested is reasonable to him. If it's not reasonable to him, then nothing's going to happen at all because he's not going to do it. But if he sees this as a reasonable setup for him, then he will follow that action.
I mean, we can let you in, lad, but like I said, he's not here.
Well, that's quite all right. I mean, like I said, we could still just share some information, and maybe he could return, and we could talk to him then.
Or we
But,
and as
we-
says, I'll chime in over him and say, or we could be on our way a little bit after that. But perhaps just that brief exchange might get rid of us sooner.
There you go.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
So just repeat what the last thing you said to him was.
When I cast suggestion, or what I just said right now.
No, what you just said just then.
I said, if you let us in just for a little bit, we can have our talk and probably be on our way, be out of your hair as quickly as we can.
Okay.
Sounds good. So he heads back inside.
Okay.
Right, 2
And,
seconds.
and Sniven says to the party, hush, hush, that he thinks that the leader is there, in fact.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay. Right, give me 1 second. You guys want to chat for a sec?
Sure.
Yeah,
And I'm just
you know,
look up-
the way this goes extremely bad is some of the other guards say, you know what, Holgard just let some people in. Sorry, I shouldn't say this in front of the DM. Well, he's not particularly aggressive, is he, or adversarial? So now somebody rats out Holgar, and Jolliver comes out and swacks his head off and says, "Who else is going to defy me?" And
That doesn't sound
And
bad to me
then
at
we're
all.
standing in a room underneath a murder hole with
Right.
like barred doors on either
With
side
one
of us.
less opponent.
right, yeah, Holgar is going to
Silver
catch
lining.
shit for this, but hopefully we're long gone before he does.
Okay, this does appear quite hostile. Is it enough reason to kill everyone that's here, though?
I don't know that they're hostile. I mean, they're doing a job patrolling the river and
How did those insight rolls to tell if someone's lying work? Are they opposed rolls?
They are
so he
opposed
could have
rolls.
so he could have rolled a nat 20
Yep.
and still be
Deception.
lying. We don't actually know.
And this guy seems pretty dumb or possibly charmed. I mean, and also if he's charmed or something like that and he believes this shit, like, it has to. They tell truth as they know it, not as it is.
So how does like a sense motive work? Like if my sense motive says I think he's lying about Jolliver, is that like my character knows for sure that he's lying about Jolliver, or suspects that he's lying about the leader?
It depends on the severity of how much you beat the DC. So if you do it by quite a lot, it's almost like you just have absolute knowledge that he's definitely telling a lie. If you beat it by 1, or if you get it dead on, I might say that you have a suspicion of it, or you think he's lying, or
You can tell means certain or suspicion. Yeah. Okay,
so that'd be certain.
So Sniven is certain that this guy is lying, that the leader is in fact here.
Correct.
Okay.
So is someone lying about the fact that their leader is here grounds to kill them all?
That's what he just did. He just said the leader was away, and you don't believe.
Right. But I'm saying, like, from our point of view, is that enough reason to say, oh, okay, these guys are all lying assholes and we should kill them all?
Let's start counting
At least
facts.
he's not leading us on like those monks were.
We have bugbear tracks showing up here.
Right.
We have boat tracks on the side where the delegation was taken, as well as the testimony from the dwarf saying that they were shipped over in boats. There's boats here that match that description of the craft of them. And we've now got this guy lying to us about the leader in the same MO as the monks.
Right. Okay.
Who's never, as a fucking mercenary, heard of a bugbear.
Right.
I'm not
Okay,
saying we
so
butcher his family, kill his...
So,
Go on.
right, but it's like 99% sure that these guys are hostile and they're giving us the reach around.
They're lying to us about something, and the reach around is a good thing, not a bad thing, Zyla.
Right.
Context.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
Do you need us to fill with more air? Yeah, we can.
Yeah, just a little bit more. I'm just trying to find a location of someone.
Sure.
That essentially they're going to take you to.
Yeah. So, I guess my thought is we should presume these guys hostile until otherwise. Doesn't mean we have to attack them immediately, but I don't think they have our best interests in mind, or even any of our interests in mind. So.
I am content to find out different, and that we do have shared interests and could find some sort of truce. That doesn't mean that I don't eventually want to own this place, and so
basically,
it is our base of operations.
Meriden needs to expand again.
It's not just the thing that you do, Kevin. Take
Right.
over this area and this area, that one too.
I claim this land for Meriden, and this one, and that one.
start a trade route between them. Absolutely.
Yeah. You don't notice, you haven't opened Thaddeus' pack before. It's just flags. It's just wrapped flags of Meriden, which he plants places. And this is why he kills people. He needs the swords or like spears to plant these flags on. He just doesn't carry that around.
This is mine. This is mine.
So what are the chances that these guys decide they are going to try to kill us?
100%.
Okay, so if we're
no.
sure that
If they were
100%,
gonna try to kill us, they would just pepper us now, and we would be trying to run out of bow range.
right.
I don't know. It may be that they don't want to, the same way the monastery doesn't want to draw attention to itself. It might be similar here.
Right.
I think we're going to get taken to Jolliver, and that he's going to quiz us with a fair amount of intimidation and threat, and then they're going to seize us and yada yada.
Okay.
I doubt that it's going to be like kick us through the door and jump us 4 guys in single combat or something, because that would be, if they wanted to kill us right away, they need more information about why we're harassing them.
Sure.
And so they're going to take us to somebody who's going to bully us into providing information.
Good. Let's hypothesis test on this one.
All right, so you hear the crank. You hear 3 big chains and 3 big cranks going above the gatehouse, and the gateway opens up.
All right.
So someone's down there that opened the doors from the other side?
You heard it coming from here, but like raised up above you, like on the first floor.
Where's what's his face?
I'm not talking about the portcullis at the back. I'm talking about the very front door. That's just the door.
Yeah, that opens as well.
They've got a lever latch for it, not a guy.
Well, these two, you see these 2 doors swing open, and then there's these 2 thugs, bandits, whatever you want to call them, ruffians.
Mercenaries. Is the word you were using.
It's mercenary, yeah. So you see the guy that you were talking to at the window, and a gentleman holding a bow. Come on in then, lads.
Okay, before we walk in, the portcullis is open, so like it's just a clear path to walk all the way through. Yes.
Yep.
All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna stay in lockstep with this guy then.
Right next to him, basically.
Yeah.
Beautiful castle. Love castles.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 archers, essentially. That's not archers, the mercenaries are that sort of take as if like an escort pose around you, and they just sort of say, "What is it
And
you'd
they're all
like?"
they're all just standing within sword range.
Well, essentially, I
Idiots.
suppose, yeah.
Idiots.
Don't they know who Thaddeus is? Yeah, what do we say, Steven? Go on.
Well, I can't say, oh, I think you're lying about your leader being here. Take us to your leader.
I don't,
God,
okay, so we
Seth.
can do this one of 2 ways. We can group brainstorm what you're going to say. Or you can say what
Before-
you're going to say. But we're already here. I feel like it now is like... I don't know. You're on Adam's patience at this point, if he wants to let you do lots of chatting right now, as meta chatting or not.
How many like guards and stuff can my owl see right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see some movement on the boat that's difficult to count.
Could be in the dozens.
Okay, well, yes, thank you. Oh, as we said, we won't be staying here long, but if we could just find some location to rest for just a moment, we would much appreciate it.
Yeah, maybe get out from under the sun, grab some wine, water the horses, things like that.
You want to stay in the stable?
Sure.
So this guy goes up here and opens these doors for you.
Okay.
This old stable is in bad shape. Most of the roof is caved in and rotting debris fills the interior. 6 horse stalls line the back wall. Well, they're in need of repair, but you can rest in here if you like. We can bring you some water and a bite to eat.
Thank you. You don't go by Jerf, do you?
No, lad, I'm Holder. That's what I told your friend there. Are you still stood on top of Kevin?
No, we never
Never-
did that. We never
we're
did
riding
that.
Oh, you never did
didn't
that?
do We didn't do that.
We're riding horses.
Gosh, we should have.
Yeah, that could have only gone well.
Oh, well, actually, I was hoping maybe you could show us the kitchen so we could get a bite to eat first instead of stopping here.
There's no kitchen here, lad.
Well, you eat something, surely.
Yeah, we make campfires like proper lads. You never had a good, healthy meal from a fire, my friend?
Actually, that sounds wonderful. Would you mind?
Sure. And then he wanders off up here, and you can see he sort of motions to the other guard stood next to Chackle, who comes up to him as well. You can see them having a conversation.
Can we hear the conversation
then-
at all?
Yeah, you can roll perception if you want.
Please roll perception, everyone. It's important.
Advantage on hearing as owls, right?
I have no idea. My owl has
So,
more perception than
Holder
me.
is telling
I
the
just
other
like
guard.
rolling it.
Go grab some water and food for these guys. I'll make sure they don't do anything out of line. And then the other guard walks off. All right, he'll go get some food and get the fire going.
All right, I'll begin
And
taking
they
care of my
bring you
horse.
guys some water. Did you guys bring the horses in as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I
Okay.
guess we just carry on as if we're invited guests for a while.
Well, we do
Just like
need
take care of our horses.
we do need some confirmation one way or the other
Of what?
of any intent.
Well, part of the ruse is that we want to trade information. So I guess the question is,
Oh, right. Who's in charge?
who should I trade information with? Like,
Not
Yeah.
because your leader is gone. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Who?
it's-
Do I trade it with you and hope that you pass it on correctly, and do you know the valuable things I need to know? Who do I do this deal with?
Yeah.
See,
Oh.
but thing is that like we know that he's full of shit. So like,
Only
how
partially.
much more do we need to find
we,
out?
We only know he's partially full of shit.
Yeah.
It may truly be a keep full of sellswords that patrols the river and helps make sure merchants gets up and down safe, who were hired to do a gig for the Dirt Cult.
I, as we prepare our food and everything, will take out my tambourine, and I would like to perform a song of myself, making
sure.
it clear how impressive and great I am at defeating bandits, and making it very clear that I am for hire at fairly cheap rates and very adept at slaying enemies.
Okay. You want to roll performance?
That's brilliant. Why don't I carry a tambourine?
All right. Is Xylo going to help?
I'm wondering if I should do enthralling performance, actually. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I mean, this is
Do,
so
or
weird.
do you want to do
You're
it
looking at a
as he
non-combat
gets
Right.
advantage? Or
No, I think it's a whole special thing. What's your special thing, dude? Tell us about it.
Well, if I'm doing enthralling performance, then I could link this whole wall of text that crits everyone. But
Okay. I can read.
I have that skill.
I'm proficient.
I'm proficient in reading.
Ooh,
So you can charge a performance with seductive fey magic.
I like
For
that.
at least
Just right
10
off the
minutes.
start.
Inspire wonder, reciting a poem or dancing at the end of the performance. So equal to your charisma mod. So how many is it?
4.
Okay.
Really, it's just the leader. I mean, the guy that we've been talking to, basically, so that we can get him to tell us that, oh, in fact, there is the leader is here.
Okay.
I think you
You might
offer
want
this.
3 of the guards too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Makes them incapable of hostility against us.
For
I,
sure.
I think you
Uh,
offer this as repayment for their kindness, and
Yeah.
ask when it is a good time to entertain the troops.
Well, I think just like they bring some food, and then there's like some time of okay, we're just like resting a little bit, and as that is happening, then do the performance, and based on the results of that, we can carry on. So like so I guess it would be the 3 archers on the wall and the leader.
Can you choose? You can choose. Okay.
Okay, so this guy comes around, gives you guy all some water to drink, like a pouch each or whatever, and some bread, and some cooked meats that they've just done freshly from a fire that you can tell. It's quite tasty, but it's just run of the mill stuff. And then what, you do the performance now?
hmm
Okay.
With Tim doing tambourine stuff.
Sure. Okay. They all start sort of clapping, just like everyone does that. It's a very good performance. And that you can tell that they appreciate that they've not had this kind of entertainment around them in this sort of keep and castle, and they seem some good energy from that. And they make a wisdom
save.
saving.
Yeah.
So, what's your DC?
15, I think. Yep, 15.
And you're just doing the as well, aren't you? Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is there any way that you would know? Like, do you?
Yeah, it's right there because it says one charm this way. The target idolizes you, speaks glowingly of you to anyone who speaks to it, and hinders anyone who opposes you. So I'm gonna go chat up the ones who Xylo targeted.
You can see that it's only affecting the guy who let you in.
Okay, so not the archers. Okay, well that's the most important guy to have affected.
Yeah, nice.
So basically, afterwards, then. Oh, you know what? It was so nice being invited in and being able to rest here for a while. But it really is crucial that we talk to your leader. When did you say he was going to be back?
Oh, well, Jolliver, he's in the keep at the moment.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful timing. It's perfect that he arrived back just as we were here. Could we talk with him. We, as I said earlier, we would love to exchange some information.
Oh, absolutely, my lord. I'll go check immediately. He just sort of like runs off. You know.
Can we follow him? Can we follow him? It would be much better to not start this in the middle of being surrounded by archers.
Well, he'd already started running off, so it depends on.
Yeah, I think I don't.
Follow him.
Adam, you're clear on how enthralling performance works. The charm is it doesn't do anything above and beyond what it says it does. So he's not like obligated to obey Sniven or anything.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, he idolizes.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Just so I mean, this might be exactly what he would do by idolize. I just want you to make sure.
I feel like if your hero asked you to go and do something, you'd be like, yeah, sure. Almost like regardless of what your boss would say, I guess.
Perfect.
Could I slightly retcon and say, oh, could you like escort us to him?
Too late.
Of thing?
No.
I don't think so.
Roll to see how many arrows you take.
Right.
Roll a d20. That's the arrows.
So he comes running back.
Okay.
Of course, yes, right this way. You can all come through.
Excellent.
Okay, excellent. Then follow him.
Okay, so if you guys just sort of stand around him for me. And then I'll move the group.
Cool.
Oh, God. Where did I? There we are.
Still
Yeah, he
archers
essentially-
flanking us.
Dudes around us.
No.
He just sort of takes you around this area.
Point blank fireball. Steve's got to absorb elements.
Yeah. And then he's going to open this door. So let me just reveal this area.
Hey, this is the room where they all have the fun.
Can I, as we're moving around, just pay a lot of attention, looking around, see if I see anything that might give indications of them being someone other than they said, any symbolism of something else I've seen, any creature that doesn't look like it should be here, bugbear, magma thing, elemental of any sort, this type of thing?
You want to roll perception?
I do.
Okay, I'd just like to be clear here, guys, that if we start fighting these guys right now, we're just going to be murdered. So,
No.
The goal here is not to just start fighting all of the entire fucking keep all at once.
Speak for yourself.
Right,
I'm
so let me
pretty
just find-
sure that if I cast haste on myself, I can climb up the stairs and jump off the wall. So I'm fine.
This room is a great hall of the keep. It is 2 stories high with a stone stairs on both sides of the room leading up to a stone balcony at the west end of the chamber. Heavy double doors lead east to the castle yard, while 2 interior doors open to the west. Arrow slits look out onto the north and south. At the west end of the room, below the balcony, a large wooden chair sits beneath a wide table littered with papers and discarded plates. A second table, this one long and furnished with benches, runs down the middle of the hall, and the walls are painted in green and blue, decorated with tattered banners showing nautical designs.
Okay, I guess we just keep following the guy.
Yeah, so you guys can sort of move up to where the door is, and I'll just put all these guys in the room. Hang on.
Okay.
You sure some of them don't wait outside?
Don't they have like a
No,
wall
they
to
all
guard?
stand in a very tight wall
Yeah.
on the other side of doors we can close and lock.
Yeah. All of us
exactly
just,
where they
stand right there where Sniven is, and so all of them feel obligated to walk past. But they stand next to their leader.
You're metagaming their formation right now, you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Sure. This guy looks quite sullen.
Okay.
He's like a small, I guess, sort of ginger-looking humanoid, maybe dwarf. You're not quite sure. He's kind of in the middle of that sort of height.
I'm gonna just sit on the steps here, rest my weary little stubby legs.
Sure.
Unless they start to shut the door, in which case I'll go in.
All inside now. If you want to meet the leader,
Sure.
or do you need a rest, little dwarf?
I've traveled hard. I could use a rest unless this is important. All the blah, blah, blah. I'm not much interested.
I really just want to start killing people, honestly.
Who of you wants to speak? Jolivar stands before you, and respect this man. You can see that this guy is just eating from his plate, and he's not really acknowledged you even being here yet. But the guy that brought you into the room has said, speak your piece, kind of thing.
Okay, and so Jolliver is the big one to the north, right? Not
This guy here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And he hasn't
And
said anything.
Who is this one? Sorry.
So this is like a male individual clad in a very nice looking sort of blue armor with a sort of long sword.
Ooh.
Skip leg day.
Does he look like a hero? Like someone particularly impressive?
He's definitely wearing much nicer clothing than everyone in the room, including Jolliver. The sword looks to be high condition.
Okay, so this would happen in a very short amount of time in game, but like based on this, can we get a gauge on like are they clearly bandits or do they look like they're well equipped, like basically
Uniforms or
So-
like scraps of other people's uniforms or
yeah, exactly.
So all the archers you saw, so like this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, these all look like sort of, your basic human mercenaries. These guys have got like strange blue steel shields, and they seem to be bare-chested. Same with these guys. But they kind of look, like as if they're not wearing armor or clothing. But they've got
Nudists.
some,
and
some
Gulliver.
interesting gear. So you can sort of see this guy here, like this.
okay.
So does Gulliver appear to like lead by just like intimidating the people that he like being a brute essentially, or by being like a charismatic leader?
You haven't even spoken to him yet, so
I know. I'm just by looking at him. Does he look
I
like
guess he looks more like the intimidating type, I would say, perhaps.
okay.
He looks very sullen and serious. Whereas the person perhaps on the opposite side of the table looks to be more the charismatic kind of adventuring, well-dressed type.
In your hands, Xylo.
Yeah, jeez. I mean, I think at this point we're just trying to not die, honestly. What? Hello there, good sir. Mr. Jolliver, I believe you were introduced as? Waiting for him to look up at us.
He kind of just nods gently.
Well, my name's Steven, and I'm here with a group of adventurers, and we were looking for a missing delegation, and we have significant reason to believe that you might have some information about it. We were told that you are a mercenary group that thrives on dealing with bandits in the area, and we were hoping to exchange some information.
You're a very fancy talker, aren't you, Goblin? Is there anyone else that talks with less flowery nature than you in your party that I can speak to, man to man?
Oh, good sir. It's quite all right. Like, no pleasantries are required. I'm just curious if you have any information about this missing delegation.
Your persuasion. I've heard of this delegation going missing, yes. How could you not hear of it? Every town, every stupid, wretched farmer, every moaning little child. Oh, they're missing. Someone attacked them. People die every day, and we protect them from these attackers. And they respond by complaining and saying we didn't do enough. That's all I know.
Oh, really? Well, I'm curious. Have you had any contracts recently involving bugbears of any type?
No.
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 Are you certain?
Yes, quite certain, Goblin.
Well, you happen to have a castle that overlooks the river. This missing delegation was escorted over this river with some ships similar to what you have. You're certain that you don't have any?
Oh, I forgot. We've got the only keel bolt in the Desert Valley of Faerun. It must be us.
Can we insight check this?
Yeah, anyone can do that?
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think he's telling the truth.
Yes, I know you're useless when it comes down to it. I meant the rest of us.
Very powerful man. Might makes right, in my opinion.
Am I like hearing this from out here where I'm resting,
No.
or have they?
Did they close the door?
Oh, if they were closing the door, I intended to be inside.
Right.
He did say that.
Yeah.
To be fair, he did
Okay.
say that. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Come on in.
All right.
Choose which tile.
So get in here. Yeah. So
No
you're
particular
you by the
significance.
AV also.
Yep, good. All right, and you're gonna insight check that for us too, Thaddeus?
Sure. Yeah, I thought I was just hanging out, but if
No, you need to be useful. We've got one person who's checked out.
So, were we trying to
Do I
not
get
die, or were we
advantage?
trying to apprehend this guy in the middle
Steve,
of all of his?
Oftentimes we have multiple goals all at once. We're trying to figure out what's
Okay.
going on.
I don't
Like-
get.
So none of you can really
advantage
tell.
on that.
You're not certain. He could be. He feels like maybe he's embellished some things he said, but you can't tell whether they're false. So is that all you wanted? A delegation? You've deserved my meal for this.
There's also the matter of the bandits along the Karn Road. We're
Yes.
hoping to dispose of them. Do you only patrol the water, or do you know anything of these land bandits?
You sound like the killing type, just from your voice. I wish you good luck, dwarf. You'd save us a job.
It's a mercenary. Save us a job?
And do you know of the bandits? Do you know where we would find them and root them out and
Oh,
slay
yes.
them?
He's my elder brother, lad. No, I don't know the bandits. You think if I knew the bandits, I'd go kill him?
That's a fair point.
I thought so too. Can anyone in your party speak?
No, we're all we're all fools, to be honest.
He actually laughs like that. Ah, at least you're an honest dwarf.
I'm good at killing and hunting. Never been a big fan of talking.
So,
Well,
speaking
feel
of
free to shut your mouth, then, elf.
killing, is there any killing that needs done? Are you hiring?
You want to join us? He actually
Well-
looks up for the first time now and stares at you.
We're stuck in this situation looking for that mamby-pamby lost delegation nonsense. Obviously, it's important to me because some of them were dwarves, but the folks nearby are imbeciles. If there are jobs to be done, that might make this whole nonsense quest more worthwhile.
I don't think we're taking on at the moment, lad. Not especially for you strange adventure types. But I will allow you rest here for as long as you need. And then
Are
you will
there-
leave.
Is there someone here I can kill to earn a job?
Good.
You could try fighting me, lad.
That sounds
Good
like a
luck with
horrible
that.
idea. It's just, if I kill you, then I can't get a job. Is there someone else that I could fight?
You have to decide upon that. You're on your own. I have many strong fighters here.
Oh, Thaddeus, you should just like look at some random guy next to you and be like, "How about this guy? If I kill this guy, can I take his job?" It's not something Sniven would say, but that's totally something Thaddeus could say.
How long does that thing last? The bard spell thing? 10 minutes? Or
I think so.
10 minutes.
That's how long you do it for,
an
right?
hour, I think it said.
If you perform
an
for
hour.
10 minutes.
This
Just
effect
an
ends on a
hour.
target after an hour.
Okay. So this guy just comes and stands closer to Sniven.
Okay. I say, all right, Steven, let's take our rest. Perhaps your man here can help pass the time. I'm pointing your friend here. I'll say instead of man
Right,
here.
right,
I'll point
right.
to what's his face.
Right. Okay, I mean, Sniven's fine, just leaving. Resting.
Okay. So
And one more question. If we need to hire a boat to travel the river, north or south, are your boats available for hire?
Well, that depends if they're real, lad. Maybe.
Okay. So this guy deserves a killing
Yeah.
because he's cranky.
Oh, is there somewhere we could stay that isn't the stables, by the way?
Yes, yes. And he just sort of waves his hand, and like the one of the guards start walking out. I can show you to the bunks, Sniven. And this guy sort of eagerly walks off.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
What are Sniven fans called?
Oh, it's cool having a groupie.
I was going to say, I think it's a Snoopy, isn't it?
A
Goblin
Snoopy?
groupie.
Oh, I have a Great Dane mount also.
All right.
Oh,
We're going
yeah.
to cut the part here, though, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.